Nice design on this Panasonic 42-inch, but it does keep shutting down after a couple of seconds. Why is that? Please note this channel is for YouTube only. If you see this content on TikTok or any other platform, please report it and let us know. Always thought these TVs were really stylish. I thought Panasonic got the design just right. They did this in a 32, a 42 and a 55, and maybe even a bigger one, but I don't think so. I think 55 was the maximum. I like the way it's got a little bit of glass at the bottom. It's not the sort of thing designers would dare do these days, because it makes the bezel look much bigger. And this TV, even though the bezel around the outsides does look really slim, this TV is coming on for being 10, maybe 11 years old. And I will give you the model number. It also comes with a there are two stands that come with this. One of them is very stylish. The other one is okay. I've got the okay one. It was a smart TV in its day. I doubt there's anything lasting in it anymore. This was being given away by somebody up the road, and I thought this was too good to just allow to go to the you-know-where place. Just when you don't want the light there. Anyway, TX L42E6B. There were two models of this. One was an E5B and one was an E6B. The E5B was backlit and the E6B is edge-lit, and this is edge-lit. Both got LG panels inside. Well, it came on briefly for a second, or it may be on. I think it is on. No, it's gone off. And we have got... Well, let me switch that on and off again, and then you'll see. Switching on. We get a couple of flashes. Ooh. And then you get the one blink code. For those people that have been with me since dinosaurs were roaming around the earth, lights coming on. You'll know that the one blink code is backlights, or in this case, it's edge lit. Now, I'm actually going to take the back off this and have a look at the strip. If it's something I can botch tonight to get going, I will do. This TV has got no value whatsoever, which is why it was given away. And a strip for these is not very expensive. Would you believe I've seen a price in China for about £3.95 for a new strip for this. So obviously, I will go down that route eventually. But see if I can bring it back to life tonight. For two particular reasons. One, it's a nice stylish TV and it deserves to stay out of the recycling centre. If I did want to put any monitors back here, I'd rather have something like this than the Hisense I've got, which just lasts for a month. And two, there is a discrepancy about what strip is actually in here. There's about 5 or 6 different variants of these LG strips, and the variant is in the plug and socket connection. There's a company in England, don't know if you've ever heard of England, it's up there, turn left a bit. There's a company in England that specialise in backlights, and I don't use them much, to be honest with you. A little bit on the expensive side. I wish that would stop wobbling, it does not get on my nerves. There must be a setting somewhere. But anyway, I never fall for sales talk. But the last time I needed to repair one of these for a customer, which wasn't that long ago, about a year ago, they told me that you've got to be careful which strip you buy, because you've got to get the one with the right socket, and they've got the ones with the right socket, not to be confused with those you buy from China. So I bought from them. and I think it was £60, £70 for a strip. And guess what? The one they sent me had got the wrong socket on. So I had great pleasure in informing them. But anyway, so I need to double check the socket and make sure I'm getting the right one. And I'll probably get a couple in stock while they're so ridiculously cheap. But even though I'm going to edit furiously again because of last night's long video, once again, this is going to take some time to sort out because it's basically an LG TV. It's got an LG screen, but inside it's got all sorts of clips and boarding and screws and add-ons that Panasonic have put in there to give it a Panasonic style. And it takes forever. There are so many screws, so I'm going to strip this down as quickly as I possibly can. Hopefully there's just one LED. I'm not going to take the LED strip out unless I really have to, but you can never take edge-lit strips out to be repaired. It's best to leave them in situ and repair them. And anyway, that's going to be my master plan, so let me get stuck in. This comes with the optional extra of a little bit of Dulux Magnolia, I believe. It's an original Panasonic, so it means it's going to have 117 screws in the back when all it needs is 4. This was one of the first TVs that you got the wireless LAN adapter free. Before that, wireless adapters you had to pay for. They were about 50 quid, but Samsung decided, oh, we'll do them free now. Isn't that nice of them? Here we go, look, here's the little add-ons from Samsung that are collapsing already. I'll put those back in there. It's acting like there's another screw about here. Oh, maybe there. Screw somewhere? I can't see it. Oh, yes, I can. What a stupid place to put a screw. That really is a stupid place to put a screw. I know what it's holding in, though. It's holding in that. No, we're not finished yet. Not yet. Still got to get. There's another layer of Panasonic add-ons here. God, there was so much stuff on these. T-con cover, which unfortunately has to come off if I'm taking the screen out, and of course I am taking the screen out. T-con cover can now come off. The sides come off. Not finished yet with the screws, people. Well, actually, I can leave that screw in and just take the wire off. Do you know, for a moment I thought they'd taped the TV in after all those screws. Because this screen is so heavy. Wow. That's got to be one of the heaviest screens I've ever taken out. And here we have the LEDs to play with. I'm going to be sticking my fat head in the way just to see if I can see any that have actually gone. Let me disconnect them from the power supply. I'm hoping there's just one gone and I can get away with it tonight. That is not always the case. So they seem to be in groups of 6. And then you start again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which makes sense. Yep, they're fine. Very bright. Let me just see what that's taking voltage wise. 32 just for those 6. I am sorry about the way this camera freezes up when it comes to testing LED lights. But if we just zoom in on this here, you can see the one that I've taken out. It is the only one that is faulty, but it doesn't just remove the light from that particular spot, obviously, because that was faulty. It was stopping the whole row of 6 there. So that's number 1 of 6, and it would stop the whole 6 from coming on. That would cause a massive undervoltage, and that's why the television was shutting down, going in its blink code. I have just flipped off, I think is the technical term, the LED, and then soldered across the points to bridge the connection. But that one there has got a blob of solder on it. Does that mean the TV lights will stay on now? I have no idea. This may be very sensitive, because these are 6 volts each. So if it detects an under voltage, then maybe not. But you've got to try these things. Plugging it in. Oh, that's not good. Some are very bright, some are dark. But are they staying on? That's not going to last 2 minutes. I'll swap camera angles for you to see in just a second. I just wanted to get my head in and have a close look. You can see there's a bunch of 6 and a bunch of 12 that are fully lit up. That's how bright they should be. But the rest that are wearing out, and again, it's down to failing LEDs, are slightly dimmer, but they're staying on. But there's a set here and a set here which are fully on. They really are. Mind you, I suppose I think it's better to say that there's a set here and a set here that's darker. But okay, we've got them to stay on. I'm not going to bore you with putting the TV back together again, because it's going to be one of the most frustrating jobs a human being has ever done. Right. It's all back together apart from the Panasonic frame, which I will do in a second, but I just want to test that I've got the T-con and everything back in its place. So I'm just switching on. And hopefully the screen's not cracked, because you never know until you give it a test. Aha. Jolly good. Okay. So we've got it out of its 1 blink code. I imagine some parts are going to be a bit patchy with that, with those lights being brighter in certain places. But a new set, now I know exactly what screen I'm looking for, or what backlights I'm looking for. A new set will be fine. Let me finish putting it together. I don't know what the time was when I started reassembling. I'll know in the edit. It's 11:15 now. That must have taken a good hour. It feels like longer, just to put all the screws in and get everything back in the order you need to get it back in. But anyway, the things we do for king and country. Oh, and I even got... So I was given this TV today, free of charge. She wanted to make a decision whether to repair it or not, but family talked her into buying a new one, which is fine. I never try and influence the customer either, which one. And I was just about to say, may I have it for spares, when she said, is there any chance you'd like it for spares and come and take it away? So I did. And I must admit, she's had this TV for about 11 years. As I say, it's stylish. It's nice looking. I'm going to put something in HDMI 1. Okay, HDMI. And she got rather sad when I was taking it away because it's, you know, it's been part of her furniture, a part of her life. Some people do get attached to things. But I would quite easily offer to, you know, repair it. I mean, it's repaired now, but not to a level that I could charge for it. See if I can turn the backlights down on this. Where's the menu button? Is it the home button? Beep boop. No, there's got to be a menu. There's the menu. Backlight. Well, backlight's not bad at 70, but I will turn that down. Everything else is okay. So yeah, we got it up and running for the night by just shorting that out. I can't see any dark patches on the screen. I thought I was going to see, because some of the lights were definitely brighter than others, but the way that these prism sheets work with the edgelets, you can't tell as much. And I like this old software, and I like the design on the TV. It's only HD, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You've probably heard me say something in your head. But it's done. I want to see if my computer on HDMI 1, there's HDMI 1. Okay, I'm just going to adjust the screen on my computer by using display settings. What number is it? 3. Number 3 is too big. That should be better. Yes. And I think there's a setting in the menu somewhere. Oh, it's on dynamic. Oh, we can't have that. Normal will be fine. Screen settings. What was it called? Overscan on. I want that off, don't I? Yes. And then it gives me my full PC picture. And then I can go to my drone settings and you may be seeing a bit of picture flicker here and there, but I mean, I think that's fine. That's okay. Well, that was a very quick drone picture, wasn't it? Isn't it? Let's try that one. Anyway, I'm actually quite surprised that I've managed to get it looking like that. I thought there were going to be quite a few issues with it and some dark patches, but there's not as I'm looking at it. I don't know if the camera's picking up any dark patches, maybe. But there you go, a Panasonic working for a bit until I get a brand new set of backlights in it. So thank you very much for staying with me tonight. It's another one of those TVs with no purpose, but I just, with no purpose, but I just wanted to do it and bring some life back into the TV again. And I'm still pleased that I've done it. Thank you.